フルカウンター
Currently right now, we are in day 2 of Black Clover Mobile release, and the big question right now is, what is actually worth summoning? There are 3 banners, 2 of them being Yami's and Fuegoleon, but what banner is worth summoning? Today we're going to break it down and also go over the next possible banner coming to Black Clover Mobile, and also talk about possible characters coming in the next few weeks, so let's break it down. Alright boys, welcome back. If you do enjoy the video and does help you out, then do hit the like button. It does get the video out there and let more people know we're doing Black Clover Mobile. So before we start the video, let me generally just say go crazy. I mean, most of us, I believe, are going to be summoning and playing the actual global version. So use this account and use this opportunity to summon every character possible. Try and get as much characters possible so you're up to date and know more stuff about characters when it comes to global, and you can kind of prioritize getting the best characters and, you know, working around that, right? Oh, so right now we don't know what's coming, but I believe I might know what the next banner is, so we have to wait and see. But let's go over the banners. So firstly, it's the seasonal banner. Bear in mind, you do get one of these characters for free, and you get to pick which one you want. However, since the actual rate for the characters are actually higher, the individual rate is lower. It's 0.5 where they're normally 1%, but since there are 3 characters, it is 1.5, and you can also get their skill pages. So generally, since you're going to be getting one of these characters for free and you really want to get their skill pages, I generally recommend doing a few summons here. Personally myself, I did around 4 summons, the free tickets we got when we first started this game, and what I actually ended up getting was the Mimosa skill page. So that basically just means now I can guarantee it for free, and boom, I got the best Mimosa on the server, right? So yeah, try your luck, try and get a skill page, and also try and get 1 or 3 characters. All 3 of them I've kind of broke down my last video, but all 3 of them being very, very good. Mimosa is a good PVE character, but I mean a good character in general because she's a godly healer, godly revive. You can use it in any content. Yami, for the sounds of it, is pretty good in actual PVE content, but it's going to do a lot better in PvP. And Asta, he has kind of been made to be an actual like DPS god single target for PVE content, but people are taking him to PvP and he's doing quite well as well. So yeah, like I said, you can summon this banner a few times, try and get your luck and get a few characters, but what I think most people should focus on is this bad boy right here, Yami, the red one though. Seaton has done a very good video recently on his channel going over the red Yami, showing him at not even max potential, but the results are actually pretty crazy. I mean, I used him in the beta and I was very happy with him, and apparently the character's now been buffed even better. The main use for Yami, and the reason why we want to get him early on, especially at the start of the game, even when you start playing global, is just for his AoE power. His actual skill 1 is just a massive AoE damage and nuke. So when it comes to farming, when you're trying to clear through the horde of characters, which are many in story mode, when you're trying to farm the EXP quest and you're trying to max out your affinity to level up all your characters to LR, he is going to be by far the fastest character for that, and he is going to be a must summon. So honestly, like I said, right now I really do recommend getting this Yami. Once again, I don't really need to talk about it. It's Yami. I mean, people are summoning and get him anyway, regardless of what the character actually does, but he is definitely one of the first characters I do recommend. Also as well, in the banner there's a little bit of a treat which I'm going to go for in a second, and that's is Charlotte. Charlotte is kind of out, but not really. She's not guaranteed any banner, and she's also not in the actual seasonal one, or even in the actual, you know, reroll banner. So the only way to get her is at 0.15%, and also only on the Fuegoleon and also Yami banner. But we'll talk about that in a second. But let's move on to obviously Fuegoleon. Fuegoleon I wasn't really impressed with on the beta. Very bland character, but from what I've heard, he actually is very good. Now he's been buffed or changed up a little bit, so he's actually probably a lot better. But yeah, if you like him, then go for him, right? I mean, if he's not a bad character, once again, go for the characters you like. That's by far the best thing you can do right now for the start of the game. He is obviously still a very good character, but when it comes to what I want in the game right now, and that is, you know, turn 1, every single turn, AoE damage, and that is going to be Yami. So Fuegoleon, probably the last banner you want to summon for, realistically. You want to go for this one first, and then these 2. Or this one first, kind of, but then mostly focus and prioritize on this Yami. Bear in mind, you cannot use both Yamis together, so if you do get the blue one, then you cannot use him with the red one. But they may have their different uses, and to be fair, even when you're farming PvE content, you're going to want to use this one. But then you can't bring Yami, so trying to clear it in fast time may be slower, but he's still very, very good. Alright, so this was shown in person, I believe at GCD or some event in the UK, where they showed the global side, and she was on the reroll banner. So it could be possible that global is going to be a little bit different in how we get things. I think I can share this, but yes, global will be behind. They're not going to catch up, but apparently not that far behind, regardless of it releasing at a later date. So we may just skip the step up Charlotte banner, which I think we're going to be getting next week on JP, and she may just be in the actual reroll banner for the release. So we'll basically skip in 1 week ahead and get closer towards JP. That's what I believe they're doing, or they just changed their mind and she just recently step up. up later on. But yeah, the reason why I do think she's going to be a step up is just because on the beta, she was a step up and she had the same situation where you couldn't guarantee her. You can only get her, or so there's a very small chance to get it on someone else's banner. So they're likely going to be a step up. And the step ups are very, very good. You have a bunch of free goodies. But the bad thing, I believe, unless they changed it, is even though you are guaranteed them early and you get a lot of free stuff, I believe they have the same rate as everyone else, where Yami, for example, right now, or the other characters, the feature characters, are rated up, where I don't think Charlotte is rated up, but you can get it earlier because she's guaranteed. So since we're going to be getting Charlotte likely next, that means they're probably going to finish up the captains, and that will be probably, obviously, Dorothy and this guy. I kind of forgot his name. So yeah, they're the only two captains that were missing. They're both characters that weren't in the beta and barely been revealed. We've seen nothing so far, so it's going to be very exciting when we get to see these two characters in-game. I am obviously looking forward towards Dorothy. She's a character I want to get the most here, and I definitely will be summoned for her. Hopefully on JP if I have enough gems by the time she does come out. But yeah, she's a character you probably want to get. Yeah, I imagine these two will be released obviously separately, but within like the next few weeks or so. And then moving on, we have the Eye of Midnight Sun. We have obviously Rhea, we have Veto, we have Lich, and also as well Fana. Fana has been shown to be a step up, so we're probably going to get it in a few weeks time. And yeah, I imagine these will be like the next big characters releasing sequentially after each other. Right now, I don't think we're kind of time gated in story mode. We can't progress as much because you can only do so much a day. So I don't believe people have gone towards the boss fight just yet, but I imagine if you obviously Licht is the boss fight, we're going to see the character's animations and get a little glimpse of how the character's going to play when it does come to release of the game. But I do imagine by the time you get this character, the global side will already be out, so probably not going to wait for that long for him. Alright, so I did just realize while editing that I did miss this banner, but granted it's only for paid, so you can easily just do it. It's a free SSR, well I say free, you get a guaranteed SSR if you do spend 800 paid crystals, not the actual, you know, ones you get for free. So if you're paying money, of course, but Sana's banner is a guarantee no-brainer. But one thing I missed was the actual Lig banner. Now I did mention the character will likely be coming, but they actually did reveal it, and it also is suspiciously under Fuegoleon and also Yami, and we do know these two are out right now. Not saying the character's gonna come next, but you never know, it might be a possibility, and that's kind of what they were teasing now. Bear in mind, this was leaked, but posted by the global team. So it looks like that might be the order of banners they're going to get. But once again, global might be doing things differently. We may get Charlotte next, but then Charlotte's now on the actual reroll banner. We're not going to get her banner, so we're going to like miss 2 weeks of content basically. That I think that's what they might be doing. But if you are a massive leaked fan, or even Fana, then maybe wait until we see what comes out after this banner and summon or not. So boys, thank you for watching. Let me know what characters you lot are giving me summon for. Like I said, right now we're chasing after this Yami. Asta is pretty good from what we're realizing right now. The guy's actually really good for PvE, but I generally don't care too much. I want to focus on Mosa, and then once we see what the meta turns out to be and we get the meta report and we get all the best characters in the game, I'll probably then decide to do it on global. Like I said, right now it's just a test to see how the characters play and who's the best character. So boys, thank you for watching. Like I said, if you had made it towards the end and you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button and subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching, and peace.